This is episode 1818 of the Daily Meditation Podcast. I'm Mary Meckley, and I'm honored you are here as you get ready to give yourself a little more peace, energy, and clarity. In today's episode, you will be guided as you use a breathing technique for peace. And this is day 3 of our confidence meditation series. This week we are exploring feeling confident, feeling as though you are enough. And feeling as though you are enough is unique to you. In fact, one way to feel more confident is to feel keenly attuned to your value system. One way to do this is to reflect on your core values and what they mean to you. There's research showing that most people aren't so attuned to their core value system. In fact, when interviewed, many people will say, "Oh yes, I know what my values are. I know what I stand for." And one of the values most people claim they have has to do with fairness. So someone will say, a core value for me is fairness. But when they take a look at what fairness means to them, it may be something completely different from what fairness means to someone else or what they thought fairness meant to them. For example, this was especially evident with people who have adult children. And when they were making out their wills and dividing their assets among their adult children and the grandchildren, many people who claimed that fairness meant to distribute things evenly, that everybody should have an equal share. What they found was that there were actually qualifiers in regard to how they distributed their income fairly amongst their children. They found that with the children that were doing really well and pretty well off, they gave them less of the inheritance, not because they felt their children didn't deserve it. It's just that they felt that their children who were more well-off and stable didn't need the inheritance, when their other children were struggling financially. And so they felt that it was only fair, since when they died, they wouldn't be around to help those children, that those struggling children deserved a larger share of the inheritance than the children who weren't really struggling. This seemed fair to them. So when they really took a look at their notion of fairness in regard to leaving their assets to their children when they died, their fairness had to do more with their perception of need, who needed it the most. Now, their children, especially the ones who were more well off, might have thought, that's not fair, you're punishing us for being stable. But the truth is that we each have our own unique perspective on our value system. And And studies show that people who have a very clear idea about where they stand on important issues and why they feel the way they do about their value system, they believe in themselves. They don't have the fears or self-doubts that other people who haven't really assessed their core values. So, as you settle yourself down and get ready to meditate today, consider some of your core values and how you feel about those values. How do they play out in your own life? It will be unique. It will represent you and all you stand for. And when you know this about yourself, you have a greater sense of peace and confidence. As you settle yourself down and get ready to meditate, begin to notice the rhythm and flow of your breath. Allow yourself to calm your breath naturally, not forcing it in any way. Just allow yourself to ease into a more peaceful breathing rhythm. If you'd like to be guided in a full half-hour guided meditation and go a little more deeply into our theme this week with a journal customized for this week's theme, as well as a slow down guide with the different meditation techniques on the guide that are customized especially for this theme of confidence, you can try for 2 weeks free access to the entire Sip and Om meditation app of over 1,800 guided meditations. So it's access to the full app, not just part of it, but the full app. Again, you can try it for 2 weeks free at the Sip and Om meditation app. As you begin to notice your breath begin to calm, inhale and mentally repeat peace. And as you exhale, feel peace flow within you. Inhale peace and exhale peace, noticing how peace flows through you and what peace represents to you. Inhale peace. And exhale peace.